Good morning. Look who's up. Good morning, Rich. So, y'all, good morning. Happy Monday. It is Money Making Monday, baby. Ciao. Good morning, y'all. Listen, y'all know I do enjoy these, reflective lives. My morning lives are a live for reflection. Y'all come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about these non-creating content creators. Let's talk about these people that sit on here and gossip for content. These gossipers. Let's talk about it. While we was over here having a time yesterday, making content, having fun, you know, doing something different for the tube. Having, low-key little cook-off, rate rate our plate, you know the vibes. We had a great time on yesterday, y'all. And it's just so annoying, like, you know, let me tell y'all something. Did y'all see little old Kaka was over there just chopping it up and just friendly with the misfit Muslima? Baby, I about fell out. That in itself was hilarious to me. Child, Misfit Muslima was over there just chopping it up with little old Kaka with them big dick sucking lips. Child, they was just over there chopping it up, just a cool in the gang as they want to be. I mean, these people are so fake and phony. I said, oh my goodness, who would have ever thought? Didn't little old Kaka call CPS on little Tata, on her little daughter? Now, didn't he call CPS on her daughter Tata, little old Kaka? Did that not happen? Child, she loves CPS. Listen, I said, look at this here. And let me tell y'all something. Yes, VS Icon did warn me about, trolls. These people are telling me to keep my child off the internet. I will not. No. There are hundreds, maybe even thousands of other channels that do family-based content, people that show their kid. I'm not a part of you guys. My kid is a part of my content. I'm not a part of you toxic, weird ass internet motherfuckers. I have nothing to do with you. So I'm not gonna hide my child and not do my content and not be a mother and you know what I'm saying? Just because you guys are weird. Then people did exactly what I thought they was going to do, and that was justify and solidify the fact that that weird-ass, troll-ass nigga that they all hang out with, right, that it was okay for him to do. I don't need y'all to be outraged. My thing is, y'all platforming that weird-ass nigga. That's some weird-ass shit for him to do, is to troll my kid. And it's so funny because, Kimmy was over there talking about how bad she felt for talking about my kid's head and all these other things. And it's like, you know what I'm getting tired of? Yeah, Kimmy came to me. I never had a problem with Kimmy. All the things that she did was never warranted because of Sammy. It was because I did something that Kimmy was upset about. And what Kimmy would do when she got upset with Sammy is she would immediately start going to doxing, start going and trying to drag me and my son. She chose to do those things. Don't blame Sammy for those things that you did, ma'am. Let's not do that. And all these little sideline, underline threads of, leave me alone. I'm not bothering you. You on this app just like me. Like, you got to stop acting like people can't say your name, ma'am. You came on my platform and said, oh, I don't care. You call me a bitch or, little shit like that. I haven't said anything. I don't talk about your family. I don't drag you. I don't disrespect you ever. I never have. When I did used to say things about you, it's because you started with me. I was always responding. So stop low-key threatening me and like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all not gonna make me stop doing what I'm doing on this app. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm not afraid of any of you at all. And yes, I mentioned you with that nigga's name, Little Zoo, because you are the one that, aren't y'all always talking about people ushering people into the sector? So all I was saying was, you're the one that ushered Little Zoo into that sector. That's all, and that's a fact. I can't say that. You over there talking about who ushering Ben in and who ushering Phantom in. That's all. It's no disrespect. We got to stop being so sensitive and y'all stop trying to act like y'all a mob or something. Don't threaten me. Do what y'all do. Do whatever it is y'all do. I'm speaking facts. And I would think as a woman and as a grandmother, especially after the speech you made before y'all brought the nigga up there on your panel, how you felt so bad and it was eating you up, how you was dragging a child. Because at that time, my child was what, 7, 8? What are we talking about? It was the point. Y'all want to make such an outrage about children. Okay, actualizing. Now it's, okay, y'all not even, okay, fuck the fact that people just talk about kids being wrong. Now y'all, oh, it's just wrong to actualize kids. Man, if y'all don't get the fuck on somewhere, y'all trying to paint this man out to be a predator and a pedo. It was not about the age of that man's kid. It was the nigga, your daughter. It was the disrespect of it all. You want to disrespect me and my family, I'm going to disrespect you and yours. Nigga was not talking about anybody's kid in no predatory PDF type of way because of their age. Y'all are making it about the age. He made it about the age so that y'all could feel bad for him. He made it about the age of his kid. And again, y'all still don't know what the fuck that weird ass nigga got. Just like Plotter. Where the fuck Plotter been at? Y'all in this motherfucking court of public opinion. That's all y'all motherfuckers sit around and do. Sit around and judge and always got something to say. Y'all listen. And now I'm moving on from Kimmy. That's just what I had to say about her and this situation. Because you the one that was over there on your show talking about people ushering people into the sector. So I'm just saying, did you not usher Little Zoo into the sector? Y'all sitting over there justifying him doing that weird ass shit with my kid image. It's all good though. Y'all did exactly what I knew it. I knew it. That's why all of these outrages and shit be bullshit to me. That's why. And that's why I'm going to always stand against. opposite of y'all on the other side. I'm always going to do that because y'all are full of shit. Okay? So that's just that on that. The misfit Muslima. Little old Kaka made that name up for her, and they just a sitting there, just a fake and phony. Like y'all are so it's just so desperate how y'all just all linking up because y'all can't stand. Y'all are so mad that a few of us don't fuck with y'all. Damn, why do y'all care so much? Why y'all so worried about what we doing? Y'all over there talking about incomings, numbers. Y'all ain't got shit else to talk about. This girl been minding her business. Minding her business. She stopped going live, popping off about you strange, weird ass bitches. Now she focusing and doing her content, working with him, and y'all still talking shit. Damn, she can't catch a break. Y'all still talking shit about the girl. And y'all don't see yourselves as the problem? That's what I don't get. You're the problem. I'm over here minding my business. If I decide I want to forgive someone and move on with them, just like I did with a lot of y'all weird ass niggas, y'all so pressed about Ben. I have forgiven and tried to move on with a lot of you weirdos. Why y'all mad? That's my business. My decision. And y'all still gonna stay tuned and be all in our business. And you're welcome to do so. We don't care. Y'all have nothing else better to do. Now, let me read it. But aren't you still justifying? No, I'm not justifying it. It is what it is. Ain't no justifying. That nigga Nomad kept fucking with him and kept and came for his family, his son first, and he said what he said. Bitch, shut up. Don't ask me no questions. If you're gonna listen, listen. Oh, my bad. I only read the first part of your question. I'm sorry. I apologize. I snapped. You were trying to be respectful. I apologize. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I'm sorry. G Dyer. My bad. I snapped. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. But no, I'm not, at the end of the day, we've all said, you know, okay, I just named like 3 of us that have all done things that we probably normally would not do because we were beefing with someone. I just named a few of us, me included. Me included. These people, all these years I've been on here, and I finally curse trees the fuck out. And I say something that I wanted to say because I knew it would hit. Because I knew it would hit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't normally say something like that to a woman that, been through some trauma and things like that. No, I would never do something like that. However, the environment that I'm in, the fact that I find myself having to defend myself, I said what I said. Is it right? No. However, that woman has said so many things about me and my child with no regard. So I thought I would do the same. And I think that's what, most of the people on here in this sector that get in, these back and forths and these beefs, I think that's what they do. That's what I'm saying. You know? Um, all right, let me see what y'all saying. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hey Polo. Top of the morning. Hey Maria. And I'm not gonna keep talking about this, but I'm coming off of, seeing a little bit of that whole fake powwow that took place over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy. Exactly. We had an amazing time. We are up and well rested. Yes, I slept really good. Really good last night. Rich said, and did she doesn't care. Exactly. Lady, oh wait, and justified lady trauma BS too. I simply said, plotter be plotting, and they blocked me. What? They blocked you last? Yeah, cause they know you be over here. They watch my chat, my comments. Yeah, you a Sammy supporter, so not surprised. MJE, that, and see, y'all gotta pay attention to stuff like that, because you should be able to go anywhere you want to go and have your own opinion. You should not be forced to think the same as them, or you'll be blocked. And that's basically the message that they said about doing that. So it wasn't okay for you, and that's not even an opinion. You just said plotter be plotting. Word around the block is that Plotter is a whole woman, on here catfishing as a man, pretending to be a married man, and that's a whole woman behind that screen name. These people be falling in love. What did not talk about parasocial relationships? Oh my God, we love Plotter. Oh, Plotter. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you did that to. Never heard Plotter say a word. Don't know what the fuck Plotter look like. I ain't hear Plotter name. They only bringing up the name just to say, oh, that's somebody else that he said that shit to. Where Plotter been at? Child. MJE, that moron, still around. They was talking crap about me. Oh, the Plotter. Okay, so Polo just said Plotter's still around and been talking about Polo, Ben, and Lacey on Thursday. In a weird way, I think certain people like to say trigger words that appeal to certain bottom of the barrel pedo prez. Well, I think it's not about it appealing to that type of person, because that's not what Ben is. So we're not gonna say that. But they do triggering things in general. Just period. Just to trigger other people, to rage bait people, to get people to, you know what I'm saying? Get them to, especially Misfit Muslima, she is very good at that. If y'all pay attention to her station head, she'll come on there, and she will intentionally say something, start something, do something, and then ah what she say? What the fuck she be saying? And then she'll come back live the next day. Did anything happen on YouTube? Did anybody go live? Did Sammy go live? No, bitch. Intentionally trying to piss people off for your own entertainment. And when I started realizing that she does shit like that, that was one of the reasons why I stopped listening to her. Cause it started making sense to me. You know, she one of those people that will intentionally start shit, say shit, do shit to start some shit on YouTube, and then that gives her something to talk about for her to get cash apps and donations later on. That's to me, that's some bullshit, to be honest with you. Nah, she makes it okay when she does and says what she says. Right. Good morning. Hey, Weon. You're not canceled in my book. You give good, entertaining content. Why cancel people for what they say and not what they do? Leave it be and keep going. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning, Daisy. Most hate me from Maggie's first. MJ, you been around though. You been around from the Jaguar days. I don't know how people associate you with Maggie for real. I must disagree because you been around. Thank you, Daisy. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like. Thank you for dropping Rich's link. No, it's the way it's repeated over and over. Got you. Yeah. Yes, Polo Sport. Thank you, boo. Thank you for dropping them links, honey. Since 2020. I know. I know. That's why I'm like, how can they associate you with her? She only been around for what? Maggie probably been around like a year and a half, maybe. Maybe 2 years. Yeah, you've been around. Mm-hmm. So, that's really, you know, what I wanted to say in regards to, some of the things that I heard, and it's no, I'm just speaking facts, and it's nothing for anybody to get mad over or to be threatening me about. I just feel like some of y'all just want to fuck with me, and you get off on fucking with me cuz y'all know these little internet, tricks and schemes and shit that y'all do on here. And the fact of the matter is, like, I made amends with people cuz I already know how they get down, number 1. Okay? I know how you get down. And 2, I know you sitting on all my personal information for whatever reason. And like I was saying on yesterday, I was making this point. As content creators, I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about me as a content creator. Y'all do not have the right to invade anyone's personal life because you feel some type of way about them. And I'm standing on that. It's not right. You don't have the right to do that. It is illegal and against the law for y'all to be looking up people's personal information, making phone calls, doing all this extra. It's not right. But that's where y'all always take shit. And it's fucking weird. If y'all got all this mouth and y'all like to roast and drag, keep it at that. Keep it at that. They are literally trying to, claim that someone, it committed some type of fraud or scam or whatever, and really putting this narrative out there and talking about they working with investigators and shit. You lonely, bored ass motherfuckers. Lonely and bored. And I never would. You did? And I never would. I had people send me pictures of their home. People send me their pictures. I don't do that shit. For what? For what? I'm not here to dox anybody. I'm not here for none of that shit. I don't know what these weird ass motherfuckers get out of that shit. It's like y'all really be having a weird like something with just people. Like y'all are so invested. So anyway, my point was proven. I knew that this sector doesn't really stand on business. My thing is stop being like it's double standards, hypocritical, picking and choosing. This wasn't about me defending Ben at all. That's where y'all are taking it. Y'all are saying, "Oh, she defending Ben. That's her man." Nah, it wasn't about that. I'm calling out the hypocrisy, the selective outrage. And it was like they was low-key sitting there like telling Zoo he was wrong, but still justifying it at the same time. Like the shit was crazy. It's all good because it was exactly what I expected. And you know what I'm loving now, like just mentally for me? I'm really enjoying like just giving y'all shit to talk about, honestly. And I don't give a fuck whether you feel it's a storyline, whether you feel it's real or not. That's none of your fucking business. The fact that y'all bitches keep watching and talking about me, that's all I want from you. So at this point, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do on my channel and anybody else's channel that I'm affiliated with, whether we making shit up, lying, whatever. Y'all still, that's what we're here for, to keep you entertained and to keep y'all bitches talking. Y'all ain't doing nothing over there. Y'all Sally Jesse Raphaels, y'all just some gossiping ass coons. Like, I'm just saying. That's all you are. Y'all want to sit online and gossip and talk about what other people are doing. So at this point, like, I'm making it my business and my duty to make sure I give you something to talk about. And that's just what it's going to be. Because I know that you're watching so hard and you're so invested, you know, y'all don't stand on business. Y'all don't stand for anything. This bitch sitting over there kikiing and cacaing with the same little nigga that made a false. That bitch was on station head acting like she was so outraged and oh, I'm gonna get him. I got them. I'm reporting him to the CPS. I got the whatever happened to that. Oh, you not pursuing charges against little old caca anymore for making a false report to CPS on you? You gotta love it. You got to love it. Thank you, Daisy. No more love bombing. Oh, man. Y'all don't stand for nothing at all. And that's just a fact. And they think they did something, talking about, oh, your views are low. Who cares? And now yours are up because you coming against us. So what? So what? Damn, y'all act like y'all getting my check though. And to sit there and plot your whole mission is to sit here and try to fuck with my numbers and my money. Y'all swear y'all got so much power, but I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you guys to continue to watch. Just keep watching. That's all you gotta do. Shout out to Incoming because they sat over there and talked. It should be so much egg on these people's faces. That girl did numbers, and even though that video was say rightfully so, that was the biggest event Saturday night. The biggest event on TV, online, Saturday night. That Clarissa Shields versus K. Scott. Even though that video was taken down, okay, it happens to all of us. You know, you streaming a live event, that's a big event, a paid event for you to be able to watch it. Even though, do you know how much money that girl made? She got over 1,500 subscribers just that one night. Wasn't no fucking bots. You hating ass weirdos. Everybody that was there were real. When they said, yo, drop your area codes in the chat, that chat was flooded with people from all over the country. People were just grateful, like, yo, thank you for playing the fight. You know, and she still get to keep all of that, even though that video was down. That video got over 200,000 views on the back end. And we all gonna get there. And I hope y'all get there. I'm not sitting back watching y'all shit. Y'all are so weird. Why are y'all so invested about what other people numbers are doing? When you not even creating no content. You're a gossip. You're a gossip. That's all you do is sit there and gossip. Kai, you little funny looking bitch. I'm about sick of your little funny looking ass. But I'm not going to give you all that energy. I'm not. But I want y'all to keep giving me all your energy. So anyway, y'all did exactly what I thought you would do. Y'all still going to sit there and embrace little Zoo. That's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to make a point. I love being right, just like y'all like being right. Y'all want to be right so bad, but you always wrong. You're always wrong. You always twisting and turning shit. You always, creating, shit from what twisting and turning people words and I'm looking forward to Ben coming back and doing his thing. Getting back into the swing of things and moving on from this. Because these people, they not going to stop. You got to move on and allow them to catch up with what you're doing. And they will. They always do. This is the biggest, no, not this. That sector are full of flip-floppers. Full of them. They get mad at you one day. They'll be back. Don't worry about it. They'll be back. What team? What I see, I love her commentary too. I'm glad Ayo is still going with her content. Oh, thank you. Yes, she is. We're really proud of her because, a lot of the things that we hear about us are lies. They're things to like trigger us. They're things to, these people want us to mention them and talk about them. And, they want to be important and relevant so bad. You know what I'm saying? But they have created their own importance and relevance, for their own audiences. when it comes to us, like y'all are not important or relevant at all. At all. No, I just wanted to just like I said, make my point, point made. Tonight I am doing a special live tonight. We had the man behind the Trevor Green channel over here. What night was that? Friday night? Thursday or Friday night. He actually joined me on the panel, and he shared a story about, how he knows Jag. And I did tell him, before he left the panel that, she's going to respond, right? She's probably going to see this. And, well, she did. And I have permission to do a reaction and review on her response to that man's story. So if y'all recall, and this is no shade, his name is not Trevor Green. And I just want to reiterate that all this time that I had seen that channel around, I literally thought that was that person's name. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until Jag had came over here when I was live, and she had explained that, no, this is someone, from my past that, according to her, and I don't know this woman's life. I wasn't there, I wasn't around, but according to her, this individual essayed her, kidnapped her, did some, according to her, some very traumatic things in the past. And as I'm processing this, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, first of all, the first thought that I had was, damn, this is tea. This is, I'm like, oh wow, I had no idea. So that was my first thought, right? And then as I think about it, and I actually talked to the person behind the channel who sounds like, a smart guy, a older gentleman. He sounds, pretty decent of a guy. And, my thing is, okay, so you created the channel and named it that to troll this woman. And, my thing is, and I'm not even gonna listen. You created the channel and named it that with the intentions to troll her, to trigger her or whatever. You think it's a joke, but for her, it's not funny. Okay? Let's just say that, because I'm not about to sit here like I'm trying to make it make sense for people. He thinks it's a joke. For her, it isn't funny. And now you are a full-on content creator. You're doing pretty decent content. You playing around, with the animations. And now, you're using me in your animations as well. Now I'm one of your characters. I've consistently been in almost every episode. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, so now you're kind of I'm in it. I'm involved in your content. So I said, well, damn, maybe you should change the name, because now you are creating content. You're not a troll anymore. You're not trolling. And then I asked him, I'm like, yo, what is your thing with her? Like, what, because a lot of these people that can't stand her and, have a problem, there's some type of, why are you mad? What did she do to you? And he told us how, he owned a club in Delaware, and he had booked her to perform at his club. And when she arrived, she was, I guess he was, I don't know. He didn't, was she drunk or high? I don't know. But basically, he insinuated that she wasn't, prepared to perform, and she came on to him, and he was with it. He was like, cool. But then, he claimed that she smelled, and child, a whole story, right? So now you're telling me a story while also telling me that I need to do my research about certain things. And I recall this man saying that he doesn't actually know the real Trevor Green that Jag was referring to, even though he's from Philly. He said he doesn't know this man, but what makes him believe that she's lying is that her story just sounds far-fetched. And I said, well, is that how we're determining if people are lying about stuff? Because the story just doesn't sound like it could actually happen? Is that what we're doing? Does that make sense to y'all? Is it just me or am I bugging? Because just because somebody's story might not sound believable to you doesn't make it a lie. And just like people are like, oh, you shouldn't weaponize another woman's essay. You shouldn't. Well, isn't that a form of weaponizing someone's trauma? Again, selective outrage. Again, picking and choosing. Because, of course, the majority of the people that know that channel are going to say, no, you should leave it because y'all hate this woman. So you don't see a problem with it. But as a woman, if you put yourself in her shoes just for a second, even though a lot of y'all, can't stand her or whatever, but as a woman, think about it. So now, guy behind the Trevor Green channel, we need to, see if your story matches up. Because now you're telling us a story just like Jag tells stories that you claim are lies. So you told us the story about being a club owner and you booked her back in 2009 and da 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 da. She showed up. Okay, so now is your story the truth? How do we know? Do you have a flyer from that night? Do you have the booking contract from that night? I'm just asking because you told me that I should do my research. You came to my channel and told this story, so I'm doing my research, sir. Now Jag has responded, and we're gonna talk about it. So that's gonna be tonight, guys. And that's just what it is. That was my story broken, here on my channel, and I'm going to do content about it. That's how this works. What's up, K Solo? I always just talk about, well, when people come for her, she might speak on people that come for her children. What's your point, K Solo? You a cool person. I don't know what your point is right now. No disrespect, but respectfully, what's your point? Yeah. MJ, you said clock it. No, respectfully, K Solo, is there a point to what you're saying? So that's what we're gonna cover tonight, you guys. So I'm gonna get that live set up for this evening, and I hope you guys will join me. And the man behind the Trevor Green channel is welcome to join and say what he has to say. I'm sure he's probably already heard it, but now it's gonna be our turn to hear it and go over it. Because he told his story here on my channel. So, so we're going to hear her response and her, side of that story. Okay. So, hey, Cindy, good morning. All right. Let me see. Is there anything else? We've been on here 45 minutes. You know, it's just funny to me the level of control people want to have over strangers. It's just funny to me, you know, the level of hypocrisy, you know, that people want to have over, you know, social, you know, issues or whatever, you know, you guys want to deem them as. Um, it's just funny to me, you know. Um, so yeah. So yeah. Um, all is well, you know. Um, I know, you know, people didn't think they were going to sit there and say some things about me last night and I not say anything. And that's what, you know, they forget. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't me coming at anybody. I'm just speaking facts. And I'm speaking it based on the things that I've heard y'all say, you know. So all of this goes both ways, you know, while y'all just sit over there thinking that you're gonna just, you know, talk and gossip about what I'm doing and people that I'm cool with, you know, we can do the same thing when it comes to y'all. Okay? And that's just what it is. So, let me see. That's pretty much all I have, y'all. I'll bet what happened was he wanted to be with her. Ooh, Sarah. Sarah, because that's what it was given, boo. Sarah, I'm not going to hold you. That's what it was given. It was sounding like a bitter, you know, turned down, you know, and no disrespect to him. You know, he just may be a cool guy, you know. No, this has nothing. Listen, but that's what it was given. You know, I must say I kind of agree. But again, I'm not going to full on say that that's what it is because I don't know. But that's what it sound like. He wanted to be with her sexually and she didn't want him and got somebody else and he hating on her, child. You know, that's kind of what the situation with nobody seems to be when it comes to me. That nigga came out of nowhere. That nobody nigga came out of nowhere. Someone that I had a brief interaction with a few years ago. We fell out. We stopped speaking. Now, a whole nother man comes around that I'm talking to, that I'm with, that I'm in a relationship with. He's a content creator. He puts up a video wanting to talk about his experience of coming to visit me. And you're the first nigga in this man's chat talking about let me smell your fingers like a creepazoid. That nigga, nobody, was the first person in this man's chat on his scheduled live about coming to see me in Alabama. And he goes, let me smell your fingers. And we talked about it. Next thing you know, he pops up. He's kissing Ben's ass at first, being a fake ass nigga. Meanwhile, I think they had like gotten into it before on Phantom's platform. So they kind of was already familiar with each other. I think they had like a little back and forth over on Phantoms before Ben even started his channel. If I'm not mistaken, I don't really know. But the nigga came over there just desperate to tell his story about how he had an acquaintance with me. And it was so crazy because I completely forgot about that stupid ass, oh, he wanted to send me a camera and equipment and pay me a weekly stipend. And I completely forgot about that shit. And that bitch ass nigga came over there telling that story and crying. And then you go from that to now is fuck your dead mother, fuck your son. Like, what? What? And I'm not laughing at that. And it's like, it's given that you are mad that he got the girl. I don't know. And now we're outraged over his response to you after you disrespected him and his family first. Yeah, okay. Oh, Bella. Bella's got to go pee pee. Okay. Good morning, Bella. I've also had a guy be so freaking jealous. I chose someone else that he went and made. Come on, Sarah. That's what it's giving. Girl, I already knew it. Same with Jags Live the other night. First one in the chat. He also been a few other names. So that's what I'm saying. Why not use the other names? Wow. Well, we gonna get into it tonight, y'all. You know, we finds the stories over here, baby. Listen, listen, the content just falls in our laps over here. It just called me Sammy. So I'm excited about tonight. I hope to see a couple of y'all that are giving us some very good insight. I hope to see y'all tonight. Sarah, I hope you will come back and join me. And, yeah. MJE, I hope I'm not even worried about you, boo. But yeah, we gonna get into it tonight, y'all, because that was I don't care what anybody says, that was some tea, because I wasn't around, in the previous years, and he keeps talking about this Storm Monroe interview, and listen, if y'all catch this replay, I I don't know if anybody has the Storm interview, and Jag has done several interviews and sit downs with Storm Monroe. So I don't know which one specifically y'all are talking about. And they're saying that at first she had said it was Sean Carter that did these things to her. And then they're saying that Trevor Green is a name that she made up. Okay, even if that's the case, it's her story. And I don't agree with people questioning a woman. If you are not the authorities, if you are not the police, if you are not, a psychiatrist or someone, a professional when it comes to essay, to women and men being violated, we should not be questioning whether they're telling the truth or not. That's not our place. Now, when I was trying to get to the bottom of someone alleging that a family member had violated them, and I was just trying to make sense of it, and I was trying to get to the bottom of the story, I was being blamed for victim shaming. So would that not be the same thing? You're victim shaming this woman. And what you think is funny, again, it's traumatic to her. Oh, I get it, because it's Jaguar Wright and y'all hate her and she's such a liar that doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. I can't get with that type of mindset. I can't. And I won't. Let me put that up. Yep, that dude hating because I know my shit tight and right and tasty. And if a girl was going to perform, she was looking, smelling good. Yeah. Oh, yes, MJE. Yeah, that's some tea. And again, I'm just following along with that like y'all are. Phantom is definitely in the hot seat, but Phantom is also, in my opinion, being attacked because certain people don't like him. And instead of them addressing, things that they have going on, they are attacking Phantom to deflect. That's my opinion. And they're using someone that knows him personally, that had a personal relationship with him, and they're using that person against Phantom. And unfortunately, that is going to backfire in her face. And it's just a mess. It's a mess. And I can tell that they got to her because she has a problem with me. These same individuals have an issue with me, and she's been over there with them, and now she is regurgitating things that they have put out there about me. So, you know, we wish Kay well. We're gonna just wish her well. And yeah, this is crazy. You know, this is wild. So, stay tuned. I don't know if, Phantom is going to go live about his own shit, Phantom. Phantom, are you going to go live about your own shit you got going on? Or do you just do your lives about everyone else's shit that's going on? Because it's about you right now, buddy. And I ain't even get up to that part. It started on polos, and I was over there for that. I ended my live so I could go over there and be nosy, but then I heard that it also carried over to little old Kaka's live. So I didn't even get up to that part. But Phantom, are you going to go live about this one? Just asking. Um, I don't think so, Happy Life. I think he just flirts with Maggie. Phantom is a big flirt. Now, if she ends up, you know, reciprocating the flirtation and whatever, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. But some of my, friends that I'm cool with, we think that Phantom might be a little toxic, just a little bit. But I think he's a cool guy for the most part. Um, I think Phantom's, a little player. Um, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I just want to know, are you gonna talk about this, Phantom? You know, because you should, you should get to the bottom of this. I haven't heard the interaction that he had with Kay last night, so I'm gonna, listen to that. I gotta, do research for my show tonight, so we got a lot to do. So I'm about to get up off of here. Um, Actually, I'm gonna do my research for my show because that's more important. Um, so yeah, let me see. Exactly. Happy Life said, give us the news, Phantom. Phantom sounds like a magic act. Poof, he gone when it comes to his dirt, child. Hi, Lucky. I was wondering where you was at. Hey, boo, good morning. Good morning, honey. I hope you had a good night. Um, yeah, Phantom is true to his name. Yeah, the Phantom. He pops in, pops out on you, goes ghost. It's actually kind of funny. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. We've been on here an hour. Yes, boo, please let me know what you think. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, and subscribe to my other content creative friends. Y'all check out Lucky Substack. She got so many articles. She just writing away. Y'all check out her Substack. She's such a good writer, and she gives a very good perspective. She does her work. She's very thorough. So please check out Lucky Substack. Subscribe to her over there on Substack. And I need you to send me the whole link to the Substack, Lucky, so I could put it on my community wall. Y'all check out Judge Shady Court. Good morning. Good morning, Judge. Listen, the judge said I'm so shady. Listen. Good morning, Queen. We probably gonna get a good government live from Judge Shady Court this morning. So y'all, please make sure you subscribe and go check her out. Um, Check out Little Richard LO here on YouTube. Benjamin News and More. He's controversial, y'all. He says whatever he wants to say. His channel is for 21 years up and older. And I think Ben, in my personal opinion, I think he recognizes his error now. I think, with all of this, because Ben has such a huge heart, and he has become cool with people that he now sees, now that this is going on, may not be as cool with him as he is or was with them. And I think that might be a little bit hurtful, maybe. I don't want to speak for him. I'm just, from what I gather. And I think this was kind of like, a wake up call in regards to that. And, just seeing things for what it is. I don't know. I'm assuming, this is my opinion. This is not anything that he's actually said to me or anything. Like, I'm just saying. So I am hopeful that he'll, find a different way to express himself when, people come for him or not. He's always been doing that, and, saying certain things, just like some of, people that know him from the boxing community, um, you know, that's just what he does. And so, listen, I don't find it personally offensive. I don't personally think that he is a dangerous person or would do any, you know, it's all about the disrespect and making that person just, you know, it's a verbal exchange, and verbally, I'm going to disrespect you verbally, you know. Um, so yeah. Um, and that's just, again, my opinion and my stance on that situation. And I don't want to keep talking about it. So, you know, we're moving on. Who else? Incoming opinion. I'm trying to think who else. Who else is doing content? Um, I don't know. But I will continue to share people that, I think, we should support. And so stay tuned, you guys. Make sure all of your notifications are on, or make sure your notifications are set to all. And what I'm not going to do is allow people to make me feel some type of way for my own opinion. This is a free country. I am a free woman, and I can think and make my own, opinions and things. And you don't have to agree. You don't. You don't. And a lot of you guys that are very offended by what he says and by the things that, you know what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know you have a choice. You can, and you can utilize that choice. Just like I have a choice, and I'm utilizing mine. And my thoughts and opinions are just that. They are mine. Okay? So yeah, that's it, y'all. That's all I have. Let me see. Good Government Monday. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is a Good Government Monday. Great video last night. Are you saying last night? 35 years and older, 21 is still too young. Oh my goodness. Okay, Lucky said his content is for people 35 years and older. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you guys. Well, thank you, everybody. We only got 17 likes. That's cool. It's whatever. But I appreciate you guys for listening in and watching. And, I know y'all like to hang on my every word. That's why we here this morning. It's the Level Up Mornings. Thank you guys for all your support. Those of you that do support the channel, thank you guys. I really, truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, thank you guys. Last night we cooked. We had a cooking with Sammy, and for the first time ever, I had a guest join me and cook as well. Shout out to Rich. I'm so grateful to him. So grateful to him for joining me last night. And we were in the kitchen, honey. It was so much fun. I made my meal, which came out great. And then he made these honey glazed garlic chicken wings and Caesar salad and plated. It looks so good. And both of our plates got a 10. We had such a good time. And shout out to everybody that was in attendance. And then we got into a little tea and a little, just a little kiki at the end, and we had a time, you guys. So y'all make sure y'all catch that replay of Cooking with Sammy. We'll be back again on Sunday. Tonight, you guys join me as we continue to break down this Trevor Green story, y'all. We are on the assignment. We are on the case, okay? So y'all join me tonight where we continue to break down. We're going to hear from Jaguar Wright after after the man behind the Trevor Green channel gave us his story. We're going to hear from Jaguar tonight, you guys. So make sure you join me tonight. Make sure you look out for the scheduled live. I'll get it set up, and make sure you turn that notification on so y'all can join me for that conversation. And all right, that's all I got, y'all. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. God bless you. And just keep going, man. Keep going, keep striving, keep grinding. And I'm going to do my best to keep uplifting, encouraging, and keeping it positive. Okay? And listen, we may not all agree with one another. We may not always be in an agreement with one another, but that's okay. That is okay. We don't have to be. Okay? And I'm cool with that. All right, you guys. Well, have a great day. I hope it's a great Monday for you all. Stay tuned. We'll see who, goes live. I'll see y'all around these YouTube streets. And I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you tonight. Bye. Yes, y'all. Smash that like on the way out. Thank you guys so much.